Hi friends, today we're going to revisit multi-step number stories, okay? So remember, when we're making sense of a problem, we're drawing pictures, charts, diagrams, a combination of those. So here we are revisiting Mr. Swanson, and I'm just going to have you dive right into it. So go ahead and pause right here, solve the problem on your own, and then unpause when you're ready to check your thinking with me. All right, friends, so I hope that you've tried it on your own and you're ready to check your thinking with me. Okay, so we've got Mr. Swanson. He needs strings for his 19 violin students. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw a person here and label that 19. Each violin has 4 strings, and strings are $2 each. So I'm just going to do 4 here, and each of those are $2. They come in sets of 4. So I see here, and now is the time where I need to start to make a chart. So I've got sets, number in each set. I know I'm going to be working to find a final cost. Okay, so I see here they come in sets of 4. And I'm working here to find the number of strings and then multiply that by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and label over here string S is equal to the number of strings. Okay, so Mr. Swanson decides to buy 2 sets of strings for each student. Well, I see I've got 19 students here, so I can do 19 times 2 is my number of sets. There's 4 strings in each set, so this will help me get the total number of strings, and then I can multiply by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next place here. I'm going to write a number model with an unknown. There's my total number of strings. And put this idea in parentheses, and then I'll multiply times 2 at the end. And that's my unknown. Okay, so my next step is to do an estimate. I can round this here quickly to 20. 20 times 2, and then multiply that by 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 20 times 2 is 40. So 160 right here times 2. I know 160 times 2, 150 times 2 would get me close to about 300. So there's my estimate right there. I'm going to go ahead and solve it for real. So I've got 19 times 2 times 4. I can go ahead and do 2 times 4 is 8. So I'm going to be working on 19 times 8 and then times 2. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply 8 times 2 right now is 16. So I've really got this as 19 times 16. I'm going to do an area model for that. So when I think of 19 times 16, that's 10 plus 9. 10 plus 6. So in this box here, I've got 10 times 10 is 100, 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 6 is 60, and then 6 times 9 is 54. And then I can go ahead and add up all of my partial products. So I've got 190 plus 60 plus 54. And I end up then with 304 tickets. All right, friends, so remember to think about partial products or area models and make sure that you are working through drawing charts, pictures, and diagrams as you continue working on your own. Thanks for thinking with me.